Hey y'all, welcome back to the Orangebloods Texas football YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the alert so every time I interview a new recruit or Texas signee, you guys will be the first one to know. We have a new face to the channel today. 4-star wide receiver from Spearman High School, also a dual athlete, and you guys know how I love the dual athletes with track and field, Brenen Thompson. How are you?
Good. How are you?
You like your introduction?
I do.
It did you a little bit of justice.
It did justice.
Okay, so like I said, I was on the track and field team at Texas 5 years. I want to say it's a long time ago, but it's really not. I just got done literally a year ago.
Oh, there you go.
So when I heard you signed and you were really adamant about being a dual athlete, I was really excited about it because we don't get a lot of those that walk through, the Texas track house. Usually it's kind of like, yeah, I'm a dual athlete. We don't see them after the first semester. They go ahead on to football or they'll just come to track completely. So I definitely wanted to discuss your track and field because I see your videos on Twitter and everything.
Yes,
and you're not slow, Brenen.
No,
I will say that. So you all know the football versus track argument. We've seen it. Mostly started by football, I will say. So I want to hear your perspective as an athlete who takes both pretty serious. You are not a scrub in football and you're not a scrub in track. So you can't really see how there's one outweighs the other in your career. Right. So I really want to hear your input. Would you say that track and field is a good foundation for football?
I would say so. I would say it takes a lot of, as a track and field athlete and as a football player, I would say this is how I look at things I think to be the most athletic, whether that's on the field, court, no matter what you do, I think that all really shows through track and field. How fast are you? How far can you jump? How high can you jump? How long can you run? I think some of those things are what makes an athlete an athlete. And so being able to present those things, it just track and field is awesome at doing that. And then alongside with football, it's just like, it's back and forth, they help each other out.
Yeah. And how would you say, you personally, track and field has helped football?
Just the use of my time in the spring, really. Not only is it like a love for me, it also it keeps my legs underneath me, keeps me in running shape, and I just love track and field.
Now, what really worries me, because like I said, we've had a couple of dual athletes come through the track house, like John Burt. He was a really good hurdler for us, but he would also go and play football. His main thing was just kind of like the weight difference. Having to, and he was, he was a skinny athlete all around to me, but there is going to be a weight difference with track and field. So tell me about some of your concerns that you may have just going to the higher level, AKA college, and still having to be that dual athlete.
I think just the load on my body is going to be the hardest part for sure. The thing that helps me the most, though, I think, is the football staff and the track staff flow really good together. Coach Banks and Coach Sarks and, some of them guys have always told me, hey, find a comfortable weight and play at that weight, whatever that may be.
Yeah.
And so I think being able to, keep some weight off of me in the football season and going into track will definitely help a lot.
Now, like you just said, just putting your body first is really important. You had a fractured foot in 2021. Tell me how that scare could have just prevented you from doing everything that you needed to do in track, because you sat out a lot of the football season.
Whole football season, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So in 2021, which was last year, I had a fractured talus bone in my ankle, and we went the longest time without really knowing what was wrong with it, which was the scariest part, as an athlete, something is wrong, but tests and things are showing that nothing is wrong. And so that was the scariest part. And then overcoming that was another scary thing. Oh gosh, I just had surgery. I had to do all this. How can I get back into things? And so really, I would say taking rehab serious is probably, I think it's a blessing to me, because I think a lot of athletes don't really get a lot of rehab, a lot of time spent on their body until they get to college. Well, I was forced to put a lot of time and effort into my body just growing up through high school. And so something like that is definitely going to help me on the next level.
And tell me about that conversation that you had with Coach Stark, because he's no stranger to having a fast wide receiver. And I want to know what that conversation consisted of just when you were being recruited. Like, hey, track is important to me. I'm not giving it up.
It was kind of one of those things, like he kind of just left it up to me. He told Coach Flo, about me. He kind of sparked the word, but then when I came on my visit in June, I also sat down with Coach Flo and the track staff. And so I did both. And with Coach Stark, it was one of those things like, hey, if you want to do both, you're more than welcome to. And so it was great knowing that he was willing to work with the track program, and the track program was willing to work with him.
Yeah, Coach Flo, I just cannot believe that you are working with Coach Flo, my main man. He's going to get you to where you need to be. You saw the men's team.
Oh, Coach Flo knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah. And he's intense. Those workouts, praying for you now.
I already know they're going to be bad.
Because he does not care. If you just run the 100, so what? You're going to be in the 4x4. But that's what I like about him. He builds all around strong athletes.
Right.
So at any situation, I can only speak for the women's team. He would have his 100 women being able to split, like 50s on the relay, just in case we need you if any situation. And it kind of like builds beast in a way. Like it
a different type of mindset for sure.
Absolutely. But like I said before, Coach Stark is no stranger to having fast wide receivers. Even at Alabama, he had Devontae Smith and now Xavier Worthy. No, he's no stranger to how quick he is, but he said he is not stepping on the track at all. He told me he is not stepping on the track. Not doing it. Not at all. Not even for a 4x1.
Man.
It's okay. Maybe you can convince him a little bit.
I may be able to convince him.
But you, and how explosive could this offense be with you adding into the mix in 2022?
That's going to be scary. I'm excited to play with all them guys. X, Jay Witt, Quinn, JB. I'm ready to get in there with most of them guys and just get after it. I'm excited.
And you were the only freshman receiver signed in 2022. I saw your tweets. It was like, I'm going home, y'all. Hook them. No questions asked. You were one of the first ones. Do you feel a little bit of pressure?
I wouldn't say pressure. I would say there's definitely some expectations. Of course, with any athlete, coaches always have those expectations. And, I'm excited. From a 3A high school, I haven't been exposed to a lot of competition, but I think I've been exposed to the right competition. And I think I've been exposed, with track don't lie. You see it on the track, time. As knowing that, I'm excited just to get in there and put all my trust into the staff and let them do what they need to do.
Is there a receiver on the team that you talk to right now a lot? Who is it?
I would say X. I talk to X some. Other than that, not really. I talk to Jaden Blue a lot, Bijan, Quinn, some of them guys I talk to.
Is there anything you're trying to learn before you step on campus?
Not really.
Really?
Too much to learn. No, I think I'm ready to get there. There's three weeks and I'm there. So I think everything kind of figured out and I'm ready to go.
You're completely opposite of me. I was like texting the older girls, like, what type of sheets do you think I should get? How big is the bed? Did you like the dorm?
I have a great mother who handles all that stuff. So she's really good at making sure I'm set.
Okay. And I mean, you're in state. How far is UT from where you're from?
8 hours.
Okay. 8 hours. That hardly feels in state. That's hardly in state.
It is hardly in state.
Okay. And
we're like 40 minutes from the Oklahoma border.
Interesting.
So
now speaking of good old OU, what made you choose Texas?
I think the general just relationship. I think I'm a big relationship guy. I'm a big trust guy as well. I like to I want to put my ability and my talents in a hand that I can trust. And I think Sark did a really good job of building that relationship with me. And it's not just Sark, it's all of them. Coach Beckton, the strength and conditioning coach, to Coach Banks, to Coach Marion being on now when he recruited me when he was at some other schools. I think it was something I prayed a lot. My family and I spoke a lot, and it was just kind of one of those things where after a few visits, that last visit in June, it just kind of hit home, and that's where I needed to be.
And can you give us a little bit of an idea about the things that you're doing just to prepare yourself for May 31st?
Right now, it'd be finish school. Of course, I'm in some college classes, and so it'd be finish school would be one. Two would be finishing out this track season. There's still some goals in track I'm trying to go get. So finish out that and then keep my head on straight and just get there on time.
Can you give us a little bit of an idea of a daily workout plan that UT is giving you just to, give you a little bit of a taste?
Right now, it's not too much because I'm in track season. This is different for a lot of guys. I go to school, start at 8, go to school. I'm in school all day, get out at 2. And then from 2, I have about an hour free time. Then I get up to the facility a little earlier. I go through all my prehab stuff. And sometimes I'm in the hot tub. Sometimes I'm doing band stuff, all extra before. Then straight into a track workout, and then straight back into either whether that be an ice bath, stretching. So I'm always trying to keep my body healthy. And then after that, my day is pretty much free. Sometimes I'll go back up there and do more rehab and more stuff like that. And then other than that, that's about it as of right now.
Tell me about some of the goals you have when you do step on campus, just as a freshman, on and off the field.
Let's start with football. Football, I would say I definitely want to earn that starting spot by the end of the year. I believe I have every ability to earn a spot on that field by the end of the year, and so I'm looking for it. That would be one for football. Off field, I want to say just get to know Austin. There's so much to do in Austin. I would say off the field, just really get out of my comfort zone and really get out of the dorm, out of the facility, and try to do as much as I can my freshman year for sure.
Yeah.
Then for track would be break 21 in the 2.
Okay.
I might do at regionals and state. We'll see this year. Break 21 in the 2, and then break 10-1 in the 100. To go 10 flat. Love
that. You're going to be like the Marquise Goodwin stepping on campus.
Yes, man.
That's like your goal.
We have Marquise there on my visit. We've spoken some. He's a cool dude.
And he trains with Coach Flo now.
Does he? Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, so he'll definitely help you be able to balance both. I mean, he's a freaking Olympian, and then he's a star on the field too. And just like you said, just earning that spot on the field, on the football field. I'm sorry, let me specify. And does it help to know that Coach Stark plays his best players? So like he played Xavier Worthy, although a freshman, it didn't matter to him. He's going to play him.
I think that's how it should be. I think, and I saw that when he was, you just saw it this year, and whoever's better at that time is going to play. And so I think it really is a good thing to do that.
Okay. This was good catching up with you.
Yes,
I'm going to see you at state.
Okay.
For sure. Hopefully I see you win, break some records on the home. You're going to be on your home track.
On the home track. I got to go get it. I can't leave the track.
It only makes sense.
It only makes sense.
All right, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Wish Brenen good luck on all of his endeavors with football, track and field, school, all of it around. And turn on your alerts for the Orangebloods Texas football YouTube channel.